Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Bryan.
And back with another episode of Buds and Suds. Alright, so we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a beer that it's probably almost impossible for you guys to get. One that's local to us, local release. But the reason we want to do it is, number one, we like to support our local breweries. And number two, it's really good.
Awesome.
And we wanted to drink it anyway, so we thought, hey, we'll put it on, we'll put a video. People don't want to watch it, that's fine. But we're going to drink this beer anyway. So this one, this weekend, was the annual Baba Yaga release from Ethereal Brewing in Lexington, Kentucky. It is the base beer, Baba Yaga. I think this is the third year they've done it. It's an imperial stout aged in Four Roses barrels. And last year they did a coffee variant as well. And then this year, on top of the coffee, they did a chocolate sea salt and this beer, which is the Mayan Chocolate. So this variant's your typical kind of like Mexican stout beer. It's barrel aged imperial stout. Aged on ancho chili peppers, Madagascar vanilla beans, I think cacao nibs from Ecuador, and cinnamon sticks. So I went to this release, I think there's of each variant, it was something like 300, 400 bottles. It's something small, but local crowd, people you get pours on draft. It was just a fun event. And so we're just going to talk about this beer and again, the past years they've done it has been awesome. So, Ethereal down here, they do great stouts, they do great beers. And so if you guys ever make a trip through Lexington, it's definitely a place to check out.
Yes.
All right,
let's do it.
Yep.
So a little more carbonation.
If you guys saw that pour, it sounded like soda. It was fizzing up. The head's gone now and a little thin. You can kind of see through the edges.
Didn't take much though to stir it back up though. Look at that.
Yeah, exactly. Nose?
No, let's do it. Oh, wow.
I get tons of cinnamon.
Yeah.
Tons of
cinnamon up front, and I think I get the ancho chilies because there's something in there that it's not vanilla, it's not a chocolate smell, it's not bourbon.
Yeah. I mainly get just kind of cinnamon vanilla, like a creamy cinnamon type. Yeah, but mainly cinnamon.
Okay.
Cheers.
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 Oh yeah. That's good. So the cinnamon, it's not as much of a prominent flavor as it was with the nose, but it's there, it's good, just a tiny bit of burn. I expected more from the ancho chilies, but it's still good. I like it a lot.
I get dessert like cinnamon frosting, like kind of this sweet cinnamon vanilla.
It is sweeter.
Icing on this chocolate, sweet chocolate base, hint of pepper burn. Like this is actually getting pretty warm now. I think we're, cold out of draft, the pepper was almost imperceptible.
Really?
Straight out of the fridge when I had one the other day, almost imperceptible. Not to the third glass when things start really warming up did I taste, and it's a very subtle ancho chili.
As you were warming up it. This is good. I like it a lot. I wonder if they add any lactose to it because I get a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah.
It's not vanilla sweetness. And I wonder if they're doing that for creaminess and for sweetness, but it's there.
Yeah. Mouthfeel's actually pretty good. It's kind of a silky smooth mouthfeel. Again, very desserty beer. And what I love so much is I think the cinnamon, the vanilla, and the cacao nibs, like this chocolate, all are merged so perfectly. They're married so perfectly and with great ratios of each other that nothing really stands out as overwhelming anything else.
No, I'd agree with that.
I think people's biggest knocks of this is there's not enough chili in it, and I can't deny that. There's very minimal chili in this. I'm okay with it. I do like a little pepper heat. If it's not there, it's not the end of the world for me. I think this is just a great adjunct stout. Great example of this style.
Yeah, for a local brewery. So I know you can't get this one, but how often do we review things that you can't get unless you pay big bucks for?
Yeah,
we do it all the time.
Right.
And so this is really no different. It's just we finally have a local beer that is worth seeking out.
Yeah, we get excited.
That's why we're doing it. and it's worth seeking out.
Yeah, so this release, it was 2 bottles per variant per person, $20 a bottle. So if you got your full allotment, that's 8 bottles for $160. A little steep. Obviously, you don't have to get your full allotment. They did I think 5 or 6 ounce sample pours. You get 4 of them for $20. So a lot of people just went and got their pours and picked the variant they liked and got a full. I think they did a full 12 ounces for $7 or something like that.
Wow.
I didn't say this is a 13% stout, so it's big. It's a sipper. And again, they've done great things there. So
yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
We're going to review the other one too, the sea salt chocolate.
A lot of people, they were most excited about the chocolate sea salt. I just thought this was better, personal preference, but we can see.
Yeah, we won't review the coffee though. It's just so overwhelming that I think we're both going to sit on our bottles for a year and let it mellow some.
Yeah. But they ended up, again, I keep praising on this place, but it's just fun to talk about, a nice local place. But they sold out their bottles in 4 hours. Their full allotment, kegs were gone. The chocolate sea salt went first that night, and everything else went the next morning. So
pretty good.
It's just a fun event. It was one of those things, a bunch of people showed up, shared some beers ahead of time, and good times. So glad that Ethereal's doing well there in Lexington, Kentucky. And if you ever get a chance to head this way, check them out.
Yeah, you won't get any of this because they probably won't have it. Although
they do release it a couple
once in a
times.
while.
Yeah, a couple times a year they'll release it.
They'll tell you ahead of time they're doing, coffee. So I'm hoping this year that they'll do the same thing with the Mayan chocolate and the chocolate sea salt. Is they'll say, hey, we're tapping this weekend, but it goes quickly.
It goes within the night usually.
Usually the same night. But they did that with coffee and they did that with regular Baba Yaga last year. So hopefully we'll get the same thing.
Absolutely.
And hopefully they'll ramp up production too and be able to supply more.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll last for 8 hours next time.
And maybe you won't be working.
Hope not.
Have to get people to get it for you.
So you sticking with your rating?
4.75. I love it. I think it's a great example of the style. In there you think of the Hunapoo Mexican cake, Abraxas.
It holds its own with those.
Yeah.
It really does.
I'm thinking. That may be a little high. It could be 4.5. I'm just going to stick with my 4.75. I was happy when I gave it. I'm going to stick with it.
Okay, I'm going to go 4.5. It's phenomenal beer.
Yeah.
Only thing that would bump it up is maybe a little thicker, and maybe a little bit of heat, a little more heat. But it's just big cinnamon. I just can't believe that I can get this I can't get it now, but can't believe you could get this at a local brewery. And I'm tickled to death. This is good stuff. Trade for it if you have to, and
if someone's offering out, if you know someone in this region,
it's worth seeking out.
It's definitely worth trying out. This, all of them are, but this variant, I love cinnamon, and I think it's just got huge, nice, sweet cinnamon. It's my favorite thing about it.
That's good. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, no problem. Anything else?
No.
As always, guys, if you can't have the beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.
That's really